Well, for those of you who have been at previous SSERVI awards, you certainly know about the Eugene Shoemaker Distinguished Scientist Medal, named after American geologist and one of the most founders of planetary science, Eugene Shoemaker. It's a Lifetime Achievement Award given to a scientist who has significantly contributed to our understanding of the moon and small bodies of the solar system. The 2023 Eugene Shoemaker Distinguished Scientist Medal is awarded to Dr. William Bill Feldman for significant scientific contributions throughout the course of his career. Now, let me go through some of that. Dr. Feldman is a senior scientist, emeritus with the Planetary Science Institute, and currently resides in New Mexico. Dr. Feldman earned his BS in physics from MIT, a PhD in physics from Stanford, and was a staff scientist at Los Alamos National Laboratory before joining PSI. His areas of expertise include neutron detectors, spectroscopy, remote sensing, space-based observing. It is hard to overstate the effect that Dr. Feldman has had on lunar science and planetary science as a whole, in addition to contributing to the discovery of water on the lunar polar regions. He nearly single-handedly founded the field of planetary neutron spectroscopy and pioneered X-ray, gamma ray, neutron spectroscopy techniques. He has had more than 20 years experience in the analysis and interpretation of planetary albedo neutron data and more than 40 years experience in the analysis and interpretation of solar wind and magnetospheric plasma data. Dr. Feldman has held various mission roles from calibration, testing, data validation, instrument operations, instrument PI, mission co-I, mission science team, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. For several years, NASA's missions, including ACE, Dawn, Lunar Prospector, Mariner 10, Mariner Observer, Mars Observer, and Mars Odyssey, Messenger, Pioneer 10, 11. He served as chairman of the NASA Solar Probe Science Study Team between 1988 and 1995. He received a Los Alamos National Laboratory Distinguished Performance Award in 1985, was named a Laboratory Fellow in 1987, was elected Fellow of the American Geophysical Union in 1996, and is author of, or co-author of, more than 20 scientific papers in space physics research. And I'd like to add a personal note, a few comments about Bill's influence. His 2001 paper in JGR entitled Evidence for Water Ice Near the Lunar Poles, this was more than 20 years ago, was the first real data that showed clear concentrations of hydrogen at both poles of the moon. The paper sparked great interest across the community and debate, of course. Not long after that, and this is the personal note, M-Cube was finishing its design to study the moon's mineralogy. And for those of you in that part of the spectrum, which is near infrared, typically we go up to 2.5 microns. But because of Bill's work on ice at the poles, he thought, well, it wouldn't be too hard to extend it a little bit further to 3 microns, where hydration has a band, just with the hope, maybe possible hope, of getting a few measurements near the poles to confirm what Bill has been telling us. Well, we did it, and most of you know the rest of the story. It surprised us. The story that Bill started decades ago continues full force into the next generation. So I am very honored to present to you Bill Feldman, winner of the 2023 Eugene Shoemaker Distinguished Scientist Medal. Take it away, Bill. This is what it looks like.
Well, I thank all of you. I really.
They're still clapping. Yeah, we should have the sound even there on.
Okay, I just want to say that I'm so proud, humble, thankful to receive the Eugene Shoemaker Award for 2023. This is a very special moment for me. It is also a moment to remember and point out that none of these accomplishments could have been done by me alone. The standard phrase is, it takes a village. But really, from our point of view, it takes a family. And every step of the way and at all levels. And my family is here to share this moment. And they're sitting in the back there. 2 daughters and my wife, Mahaida. And I've been fortunate to have tireless and dedicated colleagues, too many to list here. But I thank all of you. You are that part of this medal. So, what can I say? I thank you very much. I will start repeating myself if I keep on going.
Okay. We go ahead and just the right thing. Or let's hear what they we're doing. Okay.
Thank you, Bill. Congratulations.
And Bill, this is Greg. If you're still on, congratulations on a very, very well-deserved award. And Carly, I had not heard that story before. That is amazing. Wow.